Give a hand to Floyd family as we get ready. Please have one speaker. Now, y'all are too loud. Why are you screaming? Now, a few days ago, I got a call and talked to a father whose son was shot in Kenosha, Wisconsin, 7 times in the back. While he was running into his car, policeman had the edge of his t-shirt. There was no weapon in his hand. There was no threat to the policeman. By law, a policeman should only use deadly force when they are on a life extenuating circumstance. What could have been the circumstance when a man's running away from you? What could have been the circumstance when a man is trying to get in his car? Now they say they may have found a knife in his car. Well, did they examine the police to see if they had x-ray vision to see through the car door? When he shot him, he didn't know what was in the car. What he knew was that a black man seems to be expendable. And we come to say we are no longer expendable. We are going to demand justice. His mother and father are both here. His mother got a little heat exhaustion and is sitting in the tent. But I bring you the father of this young man who we are all rallying for. This is Jacob's daddy, who said to me, I'm gonna fight for my son. I'm gonna fight for justice. Let's welcome to the platform, Jacob Sr.
Hey, we need to make way.
Jacob Blake, say his name. Say his name. Say his name. Say his name.
Excuse us. She's gonna say something for him.
His sister's gonna first speak for the mother who's here in the tent.
America, unapologetically, I am here to tell you in front of the world that you got the right one. God has been prepared me. America, your reality is not real. Catering to your delusions is no longer an option. We will not pretend. We will not be your docile slave. We will not be a footstool to oppression. Most of all, we will not dress up this genocide and boo and call it police brutality. We will only pledge allegiance to the truth. Black America, I hold you accountable. You must stand, you must fight, but not with violence and chaos. With self-love. Learn to love yourself, Black people. Unify. Group economics. Black women, you are your brother's keeper. I know it's heavy, but forgive him and heal. His manhood was taken from him a long time ago. Build him up. Black children, read, learn, grow, and live. rising. Black men, stand up. Stand up, black men. Educate yourself and protect the black family unit. Period.
Great job.
No justice. No justice. No justice. Jacob Blake. Jacob Blake. Jacob Blake. There are two systems of justice in the United States. There's a white system and there's a black system. The black system ain't doing so well. But we're going to stand up. Every black person in the United States is going to stand up. We're tired. I'm tired of looking at cameras and seeing these young black and brown people suffer. We're going to hold court today. We're going to hold court on systematic racism. We're going to have court right now. Guilty.
Yeah.
Guilty. Guilty. Racism against all of us. Guilty. Guilty. Racism against Trayvon Martin. We find them guilty. Racism against George Floyd. We find them guilty. Racism against Jacob Blake. Abdul Dawala. If I said the name wrong, Allah forgive me. Guilty. And we're not taking it anymore. I ask everyone to stand up. No justice! No justice! I met this man when I was 7 years old. How did I know I was going to meet this man again in these circumstances? I truly did not want to come and see y'all today for these reasons. My father was in town for the first march on D.C. I have a duty. I have a duty to support and understand each one. I love everybody in this crowd. I love you. If nobody told you today, Big Jake loves you. But we're going to stand up, baby. We're going to stand up together. I need your strength. Big Daddy's legs ain't that good anymore. I need your strength. No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
I love y'all.
I want to bring Attorney V.I.V. Lamont, who represents these families. Then I want Attorney Stewart to come, who represents others. There are many families here, and I think we should hear from a few more before we march to the King Memorial.
Good afternoon, D.C. I'm Attorney V.I.V. Lamar. I represent the Joel Acevedo family who was killed in the city of Milwaukee by an off-duty officer before George Floyd and was strangled for 10 minutes. I also represent the family of Jacob Blake, who was unhumanly just killed, shot 7 times, but he lives today. At this time, I want to just thank Reverend Al Sharpton and the National Action Network for having this event here today, because action is what we're here for. I'm going to tell you right now, we're tired of talking. We're tired of talking. We're tired of playing games. 2020 is the year that America is going to be put on timeout. We think the Milwaukee Bucks and all the NBA teams who sacrificed their game for this special cause. We thank the Major League Baseball. We thank all the actors, entertainers, celebrities across this country who utilize their platform for justice. Today, I just want to let you know, this is the last season of the police version of How to Get Away with Murder. We know your playbook. We know your plays. Step 1, claim that you in fear. Find an object or an action and say that you in fear so that you can justify killing a black or brown person. Step 2, assassinate that black or brown person. And then step 3, you assassinate his character. Then after you get to step 4, you delay your investigation. You exaggerate it. You got the video that takes 20 seconds to watch, but you take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months to say you're still investigating. And then when you call an uproar around our community, then you attack our protesters that are gathering peacefully and take any extreme and use tear gas against them. I want to let you know, we're here today because game is over. This timeout is not in vain. We know your plays, and it's over. It is training day for police officers and law enforcement agencies across the country. It is training day. If you don't train your officers on the standard operating procedures and get them racial bias training, the great civil rights lawyers in this country will hold you accountable. And I'm gonna let you right now, it's not gonna be cheap, because Black Lives Matter. I want to thank you right now all across this country for standing up for justice, standing up for this very important cause. The time is now to take change, and we're not going to stop until we get it. And we're going to shut it down if we don't get it. If we don't get it, thank you. Yeah, 2 minutes. Now I'm going to bring up the family of Joel Acevedo, another case in the state of Wisconsin where an officer strangled an innocent man for 10 minutes.
Ooh. Let us free. We need to be free. We are free people. I come down here to let everyone know, and let these governments know as well, that we have rights. And if there's not going to be no justice, there's never going to be no peace. I love that this is what God wants our brothers and sisters to stand in one and unity with the Hispanics, Asians, every different nationality is standing for right. Joel Acevedo did not deserve to die. He was my